My name is Hawaka Blakey Whitecloud. I'm the Central Regional Manager for In.Business, which is a national mentorship program for Indigenous high school students put on by the Purdy Crawford Chair in Aboriginal Business Studies at Cape Breton University. So in the morning here in the Central Region, we have the mentors meet with the students. So that's somebody who's successful in business, is Indigenous, and has a post-secondary degree. The mentors have their resumes prepared. And so they'll go over the resumes with the students and talk about how their career trajectory has led them to where they are today. So oftentimes on your resume, it tells you a bit about your background history and how you've been engaged in work, but oftentimes there's lots of stories behind that, right? And so our mentors are sharing those stories with their students to try and tell them, you know, here's where I thought my career trajectory would go, but here's how it actually went, right? Like here's how life happened.
So I'm Tessa Blakey Whitecloud and I'm the female chaperone for the In.Business program. A lot of the youth that we're working with face stereotypes in society or face the challenges of maybe not having as many diverse role models. And so the mentorship component of In.Business is about trying to make sure that they have access to professionals from the business field and therefore can see themselves as business professionals. And as a sociologist by training, I know that that's actually fighting a process we call social annihilation. So if a young person doesn't have role models in a field that they might want to go into, that they know and can relate to, they'll self-select out of that future. And so In.Business is really about making sure that Indigenous students have the chance to select in to being business leaders in Canada.
We'd also like to bring in speakers. So in this case today, we had Michael Langland of Colonialism Skateboards come in and talk about his journey into entrepreneurship with selling skateboards, with art, and pieces or pictures of history. So his goal is to teach people about the history of colonialism in Canada.
It's not about money, you know, it's like a lot of people base their success on wealth. I think wealth is education. I think that's way more valuable than money, educating people, getting them to work together, helping our future generations understand one another.
And then in the afternoon, we did what's called the Pitch It Challenge, and that's where we have students create their own unique business plan.
We're the community center of the arts.
And so this business plan is rudimentary, but it goes over every facet that you need into creating a business. And so then they're encouraged to also go up and present their idea to a bank manager.
I hope you consider investing.
For a lot of these students, it's often their first time going up and speaking in front of an audience in this sort of capacity.
I'm one of the previous students of the In.Business program, and I really recommend it to any youth who is interested in participating and interested in going further with their business skills.
By the end, they'll have had kind of a taste of what business is, and then going forward, they will be encouraged to go on and study business at the post-secondary level.
That was a great benefit for me because I ended up actually taking business studies in university.
I think that In.Business really tries to challenge the way young people see their futures and have them recognize that they have more capacity and potential than they may have previously thought.
And with In.Business, I feel that they're connecting themselves with other future leaders and other mentors who can possibly lead them to a greater life. And so that is In.Business.